get into Megan, the Gaslighter, Stallion, and Pardison Fontaine. Okay, so recently Megan came out on a live after, well, I don't want to say it was a rant, but to me, I'm going to tell you what I think about Megan. On one hand, I have empathy for Megan. I have empathy for Megan because she did go through something traumatic. You get what I'm saying? And I know people, and I have to say, keep it positive. You guys don't really see it a lot because a lot of it be held in review. But when I do these videos on Megan and say my opinion, it's always people, and you can tell who didn't really look at the case, who really didn't look at the paperwork, who just saw the headlines and feel like whatever. They don't, and by the way, we will be doing the Tory Lanez reading in Patreon. They just look at it for what it is, and they don't really like, you know, they just do the same topic. Oh, black women ain't protect all that stuff. So please keep it positive. You can have your opinion, but please don't be negative, because people be thinking I don't like Megan, and that's not the case. I actually do like Megan's music. I like her music. I actually do like Megan. But on one hand, I have empathy for her because it is a lot, and I can understand someone who wants to like move forward and leave their past. But the truth of the matter is, you will never be able to get away from that because that happened. You get what I'm saying? But then Megan always, like, she always almost goes there, but then she doesn't, like, you know what? I'm gonna play this video for you guys. I'm gonna play this video, and this girl explained it perfectly. Shout out to her. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Let's see. Can you guys hear this?
It's a tale oldest times that says when everybody keeps saying the same thing about.
Can you guys hear that? Let me know. Did you guys hear that? All right, let me see. I'm about to play this. This is let me see her name. Paris. I found this video on TikTok. She actually said something that resonated with me on this. So let me go ahead and play. All right, I'm going to play. You guys say you can hear it. All right, listen to what she said.
It's a tale oldest times that says when everybody keeps saying the same thing about you, it ain't them, it's actually you. Megan Thee Stallion got y'all looking through y'all woman scoring glasses at everything every time somebody say something about her, all because she was a victim of one incident. That one incident don't explain nothing else in regards to her character. And it's kind of weird to me that we always calling for accountability for men, but in a lot of ways she's a shitty person. Like, you can't even make this up. Never in life have I seen so many women defend a woman who go behind her homegirl and sleep with a man. I've never seen this before. Never in life have I seen so many women defend a woman who is two-faced, because we all privy to Cardi and Nicki. We all seen what happened with the City Girls and Asian Dolls, Jordan Woods and Kylie Jenner. But for some reason, don't none of that go off in y'all head when it comes to her, because woe is me. You're not finna gaslight me and tell me you can speak about me, let people say things about my name, and then when I come out to clear it up, all of a sudden, oh, if it wasn't about you, I shouldn't have said nothing. Who do y'all think y'all are? This girl is an elite gaslighter, and all around she's a shitty person. Yes, you went to get help after you have been going through all the things that you have been going through, but you were still accountable for the person that you were to the people that you were around. So despite all of the things that you were going through, your character was still emulating at that time. You never stopped being who you were. For a person that's saying people need to leave you alone, let you heal, and stop letting you double back to the person that they think you is, you put everybody in your business. We would have never had no form of Megan the person if you wouldn't have said that line in that song, having people thinking this man was a terrible individual and now he felt the need to come out and clear his name. You may have not liked the way he did it, but you don't get to dictate how people respond to disrespect. That's your problem. But all in all, I will say this. At the end of the day, only thing we know about her came from her. Except for the people she slept with. And even that was a lie. So you can't sit here and tell me I don't have critical thinking skills because a person went through one traumatic event. My brain don't work like that. I'm sorry. It's a tale old as times.
Yes. So, my whole thing is, can you guys hear me? Okay, yep, I can see. My whole thing is, I actually agree. I actually agree with everything that she said. I personally feel like a lot of people excuse what Meg does because of what happened to her. So even things outside of like this whole Pardison thing, I see everybody dragging Pardison and saying he shouldn't say anything because, oh, she wasn't talking to him. And she tried to use that like, if you wasn't cheating, then it wasn't you. Megan, if you really, the same way that you could come out and say something then, you saw people dragging him. You saw people dragging, and that's the whole point I say about Megan. Megan gets to say whatever she says about people and paint her story, but people can't come up and rebuttal or say their side of things. That's my whole thing with Megan. This is outside of the Tory case. This is outside of it. Because, you know, we could do a whole thing about those transcripts being leaked and someone else saying, this is outside of it. This is talking about Pardison. I personally feel like, and no shade, but I feel like some of my sisters are looking at this, looking at like basically excusing Megan when in real life, if this was a girl you guys know who was sleeping with her friend's man, who was gaslighting your brother, your cousin, whatever, you would be calling her all type of shady. Y'all wouldn't like her, but it's like, oh, we're gonna give her a pass, and I feel like that's why she, one, will never be able to fully take accountability. And two, that doesn't help her. Like, I want people who's going to hold me accountable. Do you get what I'm saying? And here's the thing. I do agree. Megan made a good point, and I am glad that she said this in her video. She was talking about how, you know, she's trying to change herself. Remember, I said this in one of the videos, that it will be good for her to actually take some time off and get herself together. And she was saying like how that's something she's trying to do. The good thing about it is you have the power to always change and redirect. And yes, you have the power to change, but that doesn't stop you from being held accountable from your past. You don't want, I feel like Megan wants people to go forward and not talk about her past, understandably so. But if you're really healing and if you're really doing the work, no one can shame you for something you went through. And that's all I'm really going to say on that. But outside of all of this, I do feel like Megan and Pardison still love each other. I really do. I feel like they still love each other. I'm going to pull a card on them. But I feel like, all in all, yeah, they do. I just feel like it was just too much that got in between. You could still tell. But Megan was gaslighting Pardison. I don't care what nobody say. You could turn around and be like, oh, she wasn't talking about him, but you guys thought she was talking about him. Y'all went over to his page. I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people, and was harassing that man. But because he's a man, he's not supposed to say nothing. And there was cheating going on in both parts of the relationship. They both wasn't honest with each other. Like, so, that's what I feel on that. Do you guys think they still love each other? Let me know in the comments. Do you think there's still some love there? No, let's see. Let me make sure my volume doing good. Okay. All right, let's shuffle. Let's see. And I also feel like that was some manipulation tactics too. Because basically, if Pardison comes out and says something now, people will be like, oh, well, you just clout chasing. She mentioned him, so he got a right to respond, and I don't care what nobody say. That's my opinion. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Okay. Let's get into this. Do they still love each other? How does Megan feel about Pardison in this moment? And don't forget, you guys can ask me some questions. Megan wants y'all to stop talking for, but yeah, here we go. Yep. She still care about him. Like, there's still some love there. This triggered her. This really did trigger her. This the I want to be different card. Megan, you know, I definitely feel like she's trying to run away from her past by being this new person, but I feel like she's not going to be able to get away from this. And the sooner she's able to cope with that and own it, I feel like the better she would be off. I definitely feel like that. But she still does have feelings for him, and she still does care about him. I'm definitely getting a sense of that. Let's see. How does he feel about her? Alright, let's see. And how are you guys doing in the chat? Are you feeling good? Let me know. I see you guys here. Thank you for the love. Alright, how does Pardison feel about Megan? How does Pardison feel about Megan? Okay. Yeah, he missed her. He misses her. I don't care what he says. I'm not saying he's not in a new relationship or whatever, but he does miss her. He still hurts about that. Definitely. Definitely feel that. Yeah. Will they ever get back together? Let's see. Will Megan and Pardison ever get back together? Do you guys think they'll ever get back together? I don't think so. I think I predicted that they would. Well, let's see. Will they ever get back together? Let's see. Will Megan and Pardison ever get back together? Will Pardison and Megan ever get back together? I think it's a possibility. Maybe not now, but I do feel like it's a possibility, guys and goddesses. Let me see. Clarity. Will they ever get back together? Put it this way. I don't think no time soon. No. But I wouldn't be surprised if, like, some years later. Yeah, I don't think they'll get back together. I think they over completely, but I wouldn't be surprised, like, in some years later they smush or something. That's what I'm kind of getting the energy. All right. Okay, Kawhi, you doing good? That's good. All right, so let me know what you guys think about Megan the Stallion and Pardison. I'm so curious to hear from y'all. Make sure you guys keep it positive, though, in the comments. Please don't be negative. And yeah.